Hello and welcome to another WWE 2K25 Who's the Best, and to celebrate the recent, just this last Friday, crowning of Drew McIntyre as a 3-time WWE Champion. I'm doing a video to find out who's the best 3-time or more WWE Champion on WWE 2K25. And unfortunately, that means we have to include this man. Yeah, Hulk Hogan / Hollywood Hulk Hogan is a 6-time WWE Champion, I believe. And this is, by the way, very strictly the WWE Championship. World Heavyweight Championships are not counted. Universal Championships are not counted unless those belts were simultaneously being held alongside the WWE Championship, like unified titles and what have you. But yeah, Hulk Hogan, a 6-time former WWE Champion, and hopefully no one watching's favourite person. Next, let's just move swiftly on, shall we? Shawn Michaels, who I believe is like a 3 or 4-time. I do have the article open right now, so I'm just trying to scroll through and find the first instance of a Shawn Michaels. I think Shawn might be just the 3 times, so the same number as Drew McIntyre has now achieved. But Shawn Michaels obviously also has at least 1, maybe 2 World Heavyweight Championship reigns as well. Maybe more than 2. I don't know. I remember 1 for sure. The Elimination Chamber, right? I think he might have won 1 more. His feud with Jericho was over that title. I imagine he won it at some point. I don't know, but that is by the by, regardless, because this is about the WWE Championship specifically, and Shawn has won that 3 times. Shawn Michaels has won that title half as many times as Hulk Hogan, which I guess just goes to show it's not the workers' title. Although very happy with it being in the hands of Drew McIntyre. I'm not following WWE as in watching it. I haven't watched any WWE since SummerSlam last year, but I keep up with the results, and I should get my money's worth out of this game, right? So yeah, we're doing this video. Anyway, out next. This is quite the who's who of wrestling. This is quite rarefied air that Drew McIntyre has stepped into here. Also, the who's who, maybe Shawn Michaels aside, I don't know, withholding judgment on that one, of people that I wish, and I think a lot of people wish, had just never spoken out of character publicly, ever. Here comes The Undertaker, who is a former 4-time, I believe, WWE Champion. And obviously multiple time, I don't have the list open, but also World Heavyweight Champion numerous times when it was basically the SmackDown title. And by the way, there's, I think I should talk about this during Undertaker's entrance, as it's going to be slow. There's 15 that I could find, former 3-time WWE Champions on this game. So, there's going to be 3 fatal 5-way matches, like fatal 4-ways, but with 5 of them, and each of the winners will then go into a triple threat to determine who's the best one of the 15. It's a shame on these games you can't do like custom-sized Royal Rumbles. It has to be like 10, 20, or 30. You should just be able to like assign a number. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. Like, surely it can just like use whatever it does to distinguish between 10s, 20s, and 30s to just be able to stop at any number. But hey, what do I know? Hey, you could even go above 30. That'd be fun, right? Okay. Out next, one of the most surprising entrants. I certainly forgot that this man had held the WWE Championship 3 times. Sheamus! Of course, we had the very early in his career title win over John Cena, and he cashed in Money in the Bank on Roman Reigns to win another one, and I think that was probably the 3rd one, and honest to God, cannot remember the second one at all. Not a clue. Not a clue. Yeah, the third one was his cash-in. Let's see if I can find his second one on this list while he marches down to the ring. He's not giving me much time to play with here, is Sheamus. A fatal four-way match involving Edge and Randy Orton and whoever he won it from, which I'm guessing is probably John Cena. Because, like, who else is going to be the fourth one in that match in 2010? Yeah, so there you go. Don't remember that win at all. And speaking of Randy Orton, here he is. Randy Orton, if we're counting just WWE Championships, is the second most crowned champion, WWE champion in history, with 10 reigns with specifically the WWE title, which I can do some quick maths. It means he's had 4 reigns as World Heavyweight Champion because he is on 14 total reigns as far as I'm aware. But yeah, like Drew McIntyre not in this opening match, but the sort of the status of the 5 men we've seen so far should tell you all you need to know about what rarefied air it really is to be a 3-time champion, especially WWE champion specifically. Other names that didn't make it into the video because they're not on the roster, because they're not in WWE. Edge, Daniel Bryan. Was there anyone else I had to omit? There's quite a short list of people that I wasn't able to include, actually, to be honest. Let me have a look. Scrolling. No, I think that might be it. That's what I mean. It's quite rarefied air, and only and like look at the names that aren't there. They're both in AEW and both absolute legends of the business as well. So even though they're not in the video, they're still like right up there in terms of like caliber. So yeah, there's only 17 men ever who have held the WWE Championship 3 times or more. John Cena has the most, to the surprise of no one, by the way. We will be seeing him in this video at some point. He has 14 reigns with the WWE Championship out of his 17. Now, the match kicks off. Undertaker goes after Sheamus. Hulk Hogan goes after Randy Orton. They had a bit of a feud. Remember when Orton RKO'd Brooke Hogan? And now Shawn Michaels has gone after The Undertaker, which historically doesn't go great for him. And once again, not going great. Now, this is one fall to a finish, as Sheamus has just taught us there. Randy Orton going for the pin on Hogan early, and Sheamus breaking it up. First fall ends the match. 4 men will be eliminated. Only one of them will be pinned or made to submit. No countouts, no disqualifications in Fatal 5-Way matches. Just, yeah, who can beat one of the other 4 first is basically what this will boil down to. Michaels and Hogan, of course, had that legendary for all the wrong reasons match at SummerSlam 2005, I want to say. And Michaels just went for a pin on Hogan, but no dice. Hogan runs through Michaels with the clothesline. And then misses the punch on Sheamus by a mile. An absolute mile. Right hand by Hogan. Overhand right by Undertaker to Orton. They've had their history as well. Oh, and Orton thinking better of it after punching Taker, sorry. And Orton has remembered that this is no disqualification. He's got a kendo stick. Oh, but Sheamus beats him to the punch. Quite literally double choke slam to Shawn Michaels by Undertaker and Hogan. Of course, Undertaker won his first WWE Championship from Hulk Hogan way back when. By the way, one of the little rules I've had, it did originally want me to have the early 1990 edition Undertaker in this match when I was like randomizing who's in which matches. But I decided it must be a version of the wrestler that's either held the WWE Championship for the 3rd time or after the 3rd reign. So I think when Undertaker won his 3rd title, it was in 1999, and I think he was probably right in the midst of Ministry Taker then. So I've definitely allowed it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Sue me. But yeah, I decided like 1994 Shawn Michaels wasn't an option, for example, and neither was 1990 Undertaker. Oh, big boot by Hogan on the outside, but it's pins and submissions in the ring only, so you can't pin Orton. Oh, Shawn following Sheamus out with the double axe handle. I don't really remember much interaction between Shawn Michaels and Sheamus. I don't really remember there being any matches between them or anything. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall it. Now Hogan's back in the ring where the match must finish. However, he's got no one to fight at the moment. They're all doing battle outside the ring. Sheamus taking down Michaels. Taker taking down Orton, and Hogan joins us back outside the ring. Sheamus playing to the crowd, but allows Shawn Michaels to recover. Oh, but big right hand. And Hogan just threw Taker behind the announce desk there. And Orton just biding his time, watching both of the battles go on. Oh, but took too long and eats 2 fists from Sheamus right to the face. Back into the ring goes Orton. Oh, and now Sheamus going back after Shawn Michaels. Oh, and Undertaker just got sent through the Prime Hydration Station. Such a terrible tragedy to see that get dismantled and destroyed. Hate to see it. Really hate to see it. Oh, Orton, look at this. This is vintage Orton stomping on any available limb of Shawn Michaels, and then a kick to the chest as well. Oh, and one right on the head. And now going for the pin. Sheamus, look at that. He is well aware of how this match works. He won the WWE Championship for the 2nd time in a Fatal 4-Way match. So stands to reason he knows his stuff. And he got right back in to break that up. Hogan leg drop on Michaels, but both Orton and Sheamus. Oh, there to break up the pin. Now Sheamus with the brogue kick to Orton, but Hogan's there to break it up. And this might take a while, based on how smart the AI is being about when to go for pins. Oh, powerbomb by Undertaker to Hogan. And Sheamus tries to slingshot into the ring over the top rope, but misses everyone, and then Orton gets a big boot from Hogan, but reverses Sheamus into the ground and pound. Michaels back in the ring. Taker going for the pin. Obviously didn't see Shawn there. Now Shawn turns his attention back to Sheamus. Orton taking a breather on the outside again. Knows that no finish can happen as long as he's keeping an eye on things. Smart work by Randy Orton. Oh, he brought a chair in. Orton's really getting the hang of this match being no disqualification. RKO to Sheamus. Now Hogan bouncing Shawn Michaels' head like it's a basketball. Oh, leg drop by Undertaker. Now goes to the pin. Hogan's busy punching Orton in the face. 2. Oh, Hogan breaks up the pin. And now Undertaker tombstones Hogan. Be careful. He might claim that you broke his neck when his head was literally like half a foot away from the mat. Oh, went for the pin, but Shawn Michaels was back in the ring to break it up. And now going for another pin for some unknown reason. Thinks putting his feet on the ropes will stop Shawn Michaels breaking it up. Because he's an idiot. But we know that because of who he's decided to support. Shawn with the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Sheamus hit Hogan and didn't manage to break up the pin, but Orton kicked out. Oh. Meeting of the minds. Yeah, that sounded hollow on at least one side there, as Hogan's head bounced off Shawn's. Now Hogan, rolling to the outside. Only 2 men remain standing in the ring. Sidewalk slam by Undertaker to Shawn Michaels. He's going for the pin, but Sheamus, yeah, is back on his feet, and so's Orton, actually. Oh, Sheamus just punched through the ref to hit Orton. That wasn't very nice. Oh, Fez press from Orton. Undertaker gesturing that he's going to finish Hogan, but Hogan says no thank you. Oh, and look at that press slam from Hogan, and drops him. Kick to the midsection of Orton in the ring. I'll try and keep most of my focus in the ring where the match can in fact end. Oh, and he drops Orton throat first across the top rope. Now he's got the kendo stick. Shawn bounced off the steps on the outside there. Hogan back up to his feet. Sheamus going for a pin, and Hogan's in to break it up. Leg drop to the back of Michaels' neck and head by Undertaker on the outside there. And a gutbuster on the inside by Sheamus. Now working the leg of Hogan. Going for the pin. Orton recovers in time to break it up. Oh, kick to the face of Orton. I think that was a brogue kick, actually. I wasn't really watching. 2. Oh, he kicked out. I thought that was it. Shawn wasn't there in time. Hogan wasn't back to his feet in time. I thought that was game, and Orton just kicked out, and now Taker comes in with a chair. All 5 men back in the ring, at least for now. Hogan scoops up Taker, power slams him down. Now we're left with just Hulk Hogan and Sheamus. Oh, and Sheamus dropped throat first. Oh, sweet chin music to Taker. Pin him, Shawn. Okay, actually, good shout, getting rid of Hogan first. No, Hogan reverses the Irish whip, though. Oh, Shawn kicks him away, though. Crossbody block. Undertaker hasn't moved since the Sweet Chin Music. Pin him, Shawn. No, where you going? Sheamus sends Orton back into the ring. Undertaker finally stirs. Shawn's got a kendo stick, but then sees Sheamus coming and decides to slam his head off the apron instead. Hogan breaks up whatever Undertaker had in mind and then kicks Orton in the face with the big boot. And now he's going to get taken old school by Undertaker. Sheamus with the knee to the face of Shawn Michaels on the outside. And a leg drop we just saw in the background, and then Taker hits old school. And now goes for the pin. Sheamus rushing into the ring. 2. Oh, Hogan kicked out. I don't think Sheamus was there in time. Orton wasn't recovered in time. And he counters the powerbomb attempt with a back body drop. RKO to Taker. Same difference these days. Well, save for a heartbeat. But, yeah, the pin broken up. And the match continues. Reverse DDT by Shawn to Orton. The only 2 men left in the ring. Never mind. Shawn goes to the outside. Oh, he's heading up top. Is he thinking elbow drop? He loves that top rope elbow drop. No, Orton started to stir, so Shawn's going to have to reconsider. Hits a double axe handle to Orton. Goes to the pin. Undertaker's right there, though. Breaks it up. Uh-oh. Thinking tombstone, it looks like. He's got Michaels in position. Oh, this is how he beat him at WrestleMania. He goes for the pin, but Orton's up. 1. Orton breaks up the pin. And now... Oh, was going after Hogan, but Undertaker takes the leg out from Orton with a chop block. And now look at this, just punching him in the head. And now Taker grabs the chair. Oh, run through by Hogan with the clothesline. And now goes for the pin. Don't let Hogan win. And don't let him win with a clothesline especially. Oh, Sheamus breaks it up. Thank you, Sheamus. Look, I have to include people for historical accuracy, but I know who I don't want to be winning anything in this video. And 2 of them are in the ring. Sheamus with the clothesline. Takes down Taker. Ducks the clothesline attempt from Orton. But gets moved out onto the apron. This is dangerous. Draping DDT. Drops him. Sweet Chin Music. No. Undertaker dodges it from Michaels. And now, gonna scoop Shawn up into a tombstone. Drops him right on his head. Orton signaling for the RKO from Sheamus. Hits it. Goes for the pin, but Hogan's right there. Oh, knee to the midsection of Orton, but fires back with a punch of his own. And then breaks up Undertaker's pin attempt. This match has gone a while. This might be quite a long video. Oh, punch to the face of Orton by Undertaker. Now he's taking the fight to Hogan. He's on the apron. Ooh, fights back in. Kick to the midsection of Sheamus by Shawn. Stinking powerbomb. Look at the strength of Michaels. Wow, falling powerbomb. Hogan comes back into the ring. Shawn drops an elbow on Sheamus. Kick to the midsection of Hogan. Orton thinking powerbomb now. Everyone's hitting powerbombs. Where's Orton going? What is Orton? Oh, he's going to alley-oop him into a snake eyes. Great move by Orton. Meanwhile, Taker going ham with the chair. Just beating everyone down except Hogan, who got mauled in the corner. Now Taker goes after Hogan. But Hogan kicks his way out of the corner. Scoop slam. Off the ropes. Leg drop by Hogan. Goes for the pin despite the fact there's 2 perfectly conscious men in the ring with them. Oh, well, there was until Shawn just hit Sheamus with the super kick after breaking up the pin. But Hogan unfortunately breaks up Shawn's pin. Now Michaels into the corner. Orton grabs Hogan. Samoan drop. Kick to the midsection of Michaels. Oh, and just going to rake his eyes along that top rope. Nasty stuff. Now Sheamus, he's in no man's land there. Backbreaker by Orton. And a top rope choke slam to Sheamus by Undertaker. That leaves just Taker and Orton. Well, until Hogan brought the ring steps in. Orton gets the upper hand on Undertaker though and goes after Hogan, who counters with the hip toss. Orton to the outside. Knee to the face of Sheamus. Now going for a bear hug on the Undertaker. My goodness. Are we going to have the match end with a Undertaker submission to a bear hug of all things? We are. Ridiculous. Okay. Well, The less said about that, the better. Like, Hulk Hogan's in the final. Great. Great. Love this. Next match. Let's go. Alright. Let's try to get that taste out of our mouths with a new Fatal 5-Way. Oh. Well, I mean, I know who this is anyway, but I would know from this. Do you know who this is? I don't remember this Tron, but I can figure it out from it. Quite the spectacle. Well, I mean, it's shown him twice now, so yeah. The Rock is a 4? No, wait, more. More. 6, I think, maybe? 7? 8? Oh, 8-time WWE Champion. There we go. He's finally decided to join us. Gave me time to do my research, I guess. My research being scrolling up and down a Wikipedia page. No, and The Rock coming out with his little fake title, his Brahma Bull Championship. Stepping into a Brahma Bull of fire. So yeah, we're getting final boss The Rock here, despite the fact that he's a long way removed from when he won his 3rd WWE Championship, all the way back in 1999 in a ladder match. No less. But yes, The Rock. There it is, confirmed on the screen in case you didn't believe me. Gonna very slowly make his way down to the ring. Who did he beat in that ladder match? Hang on, gonna do a little bit of scrolling. That was reign number 45. I've got to look for number 44 somewhere. Oh, Mankind, it was. It was during the Rock and Mankind trading the title back and forth. There you go. I don't remember a ladder match between them. On Raw. I don't remember that one. I remember the Royal Rumble match. I remember the empty arena. I don't remember a ladder match between them. Interesting. Oh, and the I Quit match as well. Was that the Royal... Actually, that was the Royal Rumble, wasn't it? That was the I Quit match, yeah. Anyway, The Rock's still not actually in the ring yet. Rock, mate, this video's long enough with how long these 5-ways take. Crack on, lad. I was going to say he seems weird seeing Rock in NXT, but no, he was in an NXT ring, like, this time last year. For a one-off promo, right? But no one cares about that title, mate. We'll all talk about the 3 times WWE Champions. No one's asking, who's the best Brahma Bull champion in WWE 2K25? Now, joining The Rock in this Fatal 5-Way. It's the Man of the Hour, the newest addition to this list of, quite frankly, pretty much legends through and through of the business. Whether I personally like them all or not these days, undeniable legacies within wrestling itself. And Drew McIntyre, the latest to become a 3-time WWE Champion, the first time with a live audience. And there he is, wearing the championship. Not making him defend the championship in this video. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Let me know in future if I do videos like this. Should the current holder be defending it in every match, so the final always ends up being for the title? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know if you think that'll make a difference. But yes, Drew, just what, 5 days ago in Berlin, I think they were, right? It was somewhere in Europe. They're on the European tour, I think, at the moment. Yeah, beating Cody Rhodes in a 3 Stages of Hell match on SmackDown, thanks to interference from his rival, Jacob Fatu. I see what they did there. Interesting little wrinkle, and it gives... I see the thinking is it gives Cody a reason to move away from the title for a little bit before then coming back, because he can go and feud with Fatu a little bit, right? To get them through, like, the Rumble title defense. Okay, so who are the other 3 in this match? Ah, well, if we're talking about multiple-time WWE champions, I'm gonna struggle to do it without this man. The most, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Decorated, that's the word. The most decorated WWE champion in history. The most decorated world champion in WWE's official version of history. Some questions over how many world titles Ric Flair actually won. And I think the highest estimate can be like 22. But WWE don't talk about that for some reason. But yeah, Cena just retired end of last year with a loss to Gunther. Now back in a ring. He didn't stick to his retirement for very long, but he's back to try and prove he's the greatest 3 or more time WWE champion in the game. Can he do it? I mean, I guess we're about to find out. In anywhere between about 3 and 33 minutes, judging by how unpredictable these Fatal 5-Ways can be and how long the last one was. Oh, wow. We are... I mean, I was going to say we are loading up the second match, but just the whole video's loaded. It's 5-time WWE champions. Like... no, it's not. It's 3-time WWE champions in 5-way matches. My bad. But yeah, we've got The Rock, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and Roman Reigns in this one. But that's not to say the first one wasn't stacked. Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker. Like, who else was in it? I've already forgotten. Randy Orton. How could I forget Randy Orton? Like, and... who was the 5th? Oh my god, why is my memory so bad? Oh, Sheamus. It was Sheamus, of course it was. Sheamus, I think, is, along with Drew McIntyre, the sort of the least recognized by WWE, at least. The least, what's the word? Like, legendary of the group. But, like, neither Sheamus nor Drew McIntyre has any doubt, in my mind at least, that they're going to go into the Hall of Fame. Like, not a single bit. It's just... like, Drew still has time, but the way his character is, probably not. Sheamus is probably done doing massive, like, Hall of Fame things with his career. You know, they're probably always going to be seen as, like, a step down from the Roman Reigns, John Cena, The Rock, Hulk Hogan kind of territory, you know. And that's absolutely fine, right? Like, not everyone can get to that level. Still think there's a lot of time for Drew to make a case for himself, but like I say, he's not really that kind of guy, right? Much better as a heel, which already kind of lowers your chances if you're not this man, specifically. who obviously had his absolute best, most iconic, and most legendary run as a heel. But yeah, regardless of that, the bar, the lowest level that is in this video, is so high. Like, when your least prestigious wrestlers on a video so far are Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, it's a pretty solid video. Oh, speaking of The Rock having won the title from Mankind, Mankind has in fact won the WWE Championship 3 times. Winning it later in that year after losing it in the ladder match to The Rock for the 3rd time at SummerSlam in a triple threat with Austin and Triple H, if I remember correctly. And then proceeded to lose it the next night on Raw, but still got to the 3. I don't think he ever got a 4th. Not that I can remember, and it's not looking like it, having a quick scroll. But nonetheless, 3-time WWE Champion, just about, Mankind. Grand total combined time with the title of, I don't know, like a month or something. He did not have long reigns, but he was so popular. Yeah, so 1 day, 15 days, and going a little bit more scrolly, and 20 days. What's that? 36 days. Just over 5 weeks total. But 3 times is 3 times, right? Here we go. There you go. After Cena straight after Reigns, and then The Rock after Cena. Cena's got bone to pick with The Rock after the way his heel run last year went, and The Rock just disappearing on him. And the bone to pick, and The Rock takes out Roman Reigns with a clothesline. Look at the strength of Drew McIntyre taking down Cena with the Gorilla Press. And now look at this, Mankind and Rock. They've had some battles, and Drew and Roman, they've had a couple as well. Lots of history and lots of current issues even in this one. Gotta wonder what The Rock and Roman Reigns think of each other at the moment. Their philosophies seem to be quite opposed to each other. To each other's philosophies at this point. Reigns, oh, suplexes Cena, holds the grip through the legs of Cena. Second suplex, keeps the grip. Can't be pleasant being lifted like that, and it can't be pleasant being dropped on the back of your neck 3 times either. Now, Mankind. Oh, speaking of unpleasant, atomic drop to The Rock. Now Cena in the corner, courtesy of Roman Reigns. Clotheslines in the corner as Drew McIntyre takes down Mankind. Rock went after Drew. Those two are supposed to be friends, right? But apparently not in this match. Now Reigns going for the DDT on Foley, but Mankind fights out of it. Right hand blocked by Reigns. Cena takes down Drew. Goes for the pin on the current WWE Champion. 1. Kicks out at 1. Not this time, John Boy. Oh, springboard stunner by Cena. Now The Rock has brought in a kendo stick. And of course he hits Mankind with it. And then he swings at Roman with it. Roman gets out the way. Does not appreciate the final boss's attempts to hit him. Oh, I thought he was going rock bottom then, but he went jawbreaker. Meanwhile, Drew and Cena are fighting on the outside. As you can see here, belly to belly, inspired by everyone's favourite wrestler, Bayley. Oh, Reigns came off the second rope. You don't see him do that a whole lot, and that's probably why. Rock got right out the way, and Reigns crashes and burns. Now, on the outside, we've got Mankind getting kicked in the midsection by Drew and taken down. In the ring, we've got The Rock going for like a semi-camel clutch type thing on Roman Reigns. Cena was in to break it up, but Reigns got out of it and does not seem to appreciate Cena getting in his business, despite the fact he was trying to save him. Oh, we don't need Mankind taking another chair shot to the head, Drew. Come on, mate. 3 chair shots on the outside now, though. And Rock takes down Roman in the ring with a chop block. And now we're left with Rock and Cena. What history these two have. And what an interesting lack of a year they had. Rock tries to pin Cena. Drew, the current reigning 3-time WWE Champion, breaks up the pin. And Roman Reigns slams him down. And now all 5 men back in the ring. Never mind. Drew's making me a liar. Spinebuster by Rock on Cena. Mick Foley fights off Roman Reigns. Oh, and then gets clotheslined in the back of the head by The Rock. Now Rock thinking people's elbow. Oh, he's taking off the left elbow pad. Interesting. He only hits one rope, probably due to space restraints. Superman punch to Drew McIntyre from Reigns, but then Reigns breaks up the pin from The Rock, having hit the lefty people's elbow. And then a spear to The Rock by Roman Reigns. But doesn't go for the pin. Instead, tries to beat up John Cena. That's AJ Styles' thing. But Cena reverses and ends up beating down Reigns. Double arm DDT from Mankind. Cena's got a kendo stick. Mankind says, no, sir. Takes him down with the sleeper neckbreaker. Oh, and was going to the outside but got knocked off the apron by Reigns. Drew's down and out in the middle of the ring. Reigns sends Rock to the apron and now turns his attention to Drew McIntyre. Now Rock going to try and find something under the ring. He gets a chair and he hits John Cena right in the head with it. Uh-oh, no Rock, no! Oh, Mick Foley blocked it. Thank goodness. We've seen enough chair shots to Mankind's head courtesy of The Rock to last me a lifetime. Now look at this. McIntyre and Reigns. Throwback to Clash at the Castle. Spinebuster by McIntyre. Takes down Reigns. Diving headbutt to a grounded Mankind in the ring. Now just mounting Roman Reigns and punching him right in the face as Cena hits a crossbody block on the outside on The Rock. Uh-oh. Drew deadlifts Roman and powerbombs him down. But then eats a DDT from Mankind and rolls to the outside. Foley's got a kendo stick and he hits Reigns with it. Right in the knee it looked like. And now going for the pin. Cena trying to get in. Oh, doesn't even get into the ring. He seems to have forgotten how rolling into the ring works. He's been retired for like 3 weeks. And he's forgotten how to slide into the ring. But fortunately for everyone else in this match, Roman Reigns kicked out. Now, McIntyre back in with Reigns and Foley. Uh-oh. Up on the shoulders of Roman Reigns. No, he's going to fight out of it. Oh, no, John Cena's in a lot of trouble if he can't get back in the ring. Because everyone else is in there. Oh, no, never mind. Reigns making a liar out of me again. Neckbreaker from McIntyre. DDT from Foley. And Cena still struggling to get back in the ring. Goes after Reigns instead. And sends him back in. Ah, here we go. He's figured it out. Well done, Cena. You still got it. Uh-oh. There's Mr. Socko. And he's going... He applied the mandible claw to Drew on the floor. But Reigns broke it up quick time there. Panicking that he would be eliminated by McIntyre submitting to the mandible claw. And he's got McIntyre. Slams him in the corner. Meanwhile, Cena thinking 5-knuckle shuffle here. And he hits it. Oh, spear to The Rock. Pinned by Cena. 1, 2. Oh, Reigns breaks it up after taking out the final boss. Oh, Foley to the outside. Cena goes after McIntyre. And Reigns goes for the pin on The Rock. But both McIntyre and Cena were there to try and break it up. Reigns doesn't appreciate either man's interference. Oh! And he gets a Claymore for his troubles. Now Rock goes for the pin after the Claymore from McIntyre. But as Cena broke up the pin, there's the Future Shock from McIntyre. And now look at this. Very similar to a Future Shock. The double arm DDT from Mankind to The Rock. But he's going for the pin. And Drew spots it out the corner of his eye. And breaks it up. But eats a belly to back suplex from Reigns for his troubles. Now, what's Mankind got planned for John Cena here? Does he even have a plan? Is he just trying to clean the ring with him? Clothesline to the back of the neck from Reigns and Foley to the outside. Oh, Reigns fires McIntyre into Cena. Meeting of the minds there. But now they're going to work together. Reigns and Cena take down McIntyre. Mankind came in with a kendo stick and The Rock dealt with it. He's put a second Socko on. What the hell's going on? He's got the mandible claw on The Rock. Reigns breaks it up just in time. I think The Rock was in trouble there. Now, all 5 men back in the ring. Mostly on their feet. Except The Rock. And now Drew and Cena. And McIntyre rolls to the outside. The Rock thinking sharpshooter on Roman Reigns. Mankind hasn't noticed. Oh, now he has. Now he has. But Reigns fights out of it anyway. Despite Mankind trying to break it up. Maybe Mankind helped there. Oh, rock bottom to Cena. He's beaten with this at WrestleMania before. 1, 2. I don't even know what happened there, but something broke that up. I don't know if Cena kicked out. I don't know if someone hurled themselves at the pin. That camera work was shoddy at best, but nonetheless, Mankind in control with 2 Mr. Sockos on his hands so far. Back body drop in the middle of the ring to Cena. Goes for the pin. That's his well-known finisher, right? 2. Oh my god, he got him! Mankind's in the final! And Drew McIntyre just got back in the ring and he is livid. The current WWE Champion isn't in the final of this video. But Mankind is. Let's find out who's joining him and Hulk Hogan. Alright. The third and final Fatal 5-Way. To determine the third and final finalist. Starts with Bret the Hitman Hart, who is a 5-time WWE Champion? Yeah, 5, right? Yeah, 5, just double checked. Of course, losing his 5th and final WWE Championship in the Montreal Screwjob. One of the most famous title changes in history. But as for his 3rd title reign, where's that? Ironically won that at Survivor Series 2 years earlier, 1995. In a no disqualification match. And interestingly, his main rival, Kurt Angle coming out next. Shawn Michaels' 3rd WWE Championship win was the Montreal Screwjob, and the Wikipedia page in the notes column just says, this was the Montreal Screwjob. Anyway, yeah, Kurt Angle won his 3rd WWE Championship at Armageddon 2002. And went on to win it another 1 time. Yep, just the once more. 4-time WWE Champion. I don't know how many time World Champion. He obviously held the World Heavyweight title at least once. Because he defended it unsuccessfully at WrestleMania 22. One of my favourite, like, underrated WrestleManias, WrestleMania 22. But yeah. I mean, imagine if this was just one-on-one. Quite the match. Now, speaking of the most decorated WWE Champions, I think this man's 3rd in terms of just WWE titles all time. He won his 3rd WWE title back in 2000 on an episode of Raw on January 3rd. So, you know, not that far removed from now, being the 26th anniversary. But he went on to win the WWE Championship specifically a total of 9 times, which means World Heavyweight Championship he must have held 5 times because he's 14 as well as Orton, right? Trust Triple H to make a big kerfuffle of the entrance. Here he is, making his way very slowly. In fact, one could argue he's not, in fact, making his way to the ring at all. He's just standing. Is he broken? Oh, no, okay. No, he's just got to have the longest entrance. So he's making sure of it by just standing still for a bit of it. But yeah, wow. I was saying, like, the last Fatal 5-Way was bringing out some big guns, right? Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, and Triple H. Like, this whole video is just big guns. And unfortunately, there's another big gun who is about to make their entrance. Who, historically, has to be in the video. But believe me, if they didn't have to be, they wouldn't. because, ugh. Definitely got someone I don't want to win this third and final Fatal 5-Way. But they're not out here just yet. I'd be fine with Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, or Triple H. Like, well, maybe not Triple H, actually, to be honest, these days. Thinking about it. Whose idea was it to bring like wrestlers on social media and to get rid of kayfabe and yeah, and whose idea was it to bring this guy back? But he is a 7-time WWE Champion, so he has to be in the video. And he's wearing jeans. Is he gonna wrestle in jeans? Is he just going to wrestle in just street clothes? But yeah. This is the reason I've not been watching WWE. This was like the final straw that broke the camel's back. But he is categorically, factually, a 3+ time WWE Champion. So here he is. Won his 3rd title back in the original Underpants Brock days, before he went away to fail at NFL and succeed at UFC and what have you, back in 2003 on an episode of SmackDown in an Iron Man match from another man in this match, Kurt Angle. So there's something, I guess, right? Ugh. If Brock or Triple H win this, all of my hopes are going to be on Mankind. I'm not even going to pretend to be unbiased in the final if that's the final. I'm just going to be Team Mankind all the way. Yeah, he is just going to wrestle in a tank top and jeans. And the final entrant into the video. Somehow we got all the way to the 15th entrance before Stone Cold Steve Austin came out. The former, what, 6-time, I think? WWE Champion. Won his last one on an episode of Raw in October 2001. Won his 3rd one, let me just find it, at WrestleMania 15 from The Rock, who had just ended his 3rd reign, incidentally. 3rd went to 3rd. Of course, his first reign as WWE Champion 1 year prior at WrestleMania 14, beating Shawn Michaels. And he's got a lot of history with Triple H, Bret Hart, some off-screen history with Brock Lesnar, and plenty of history with Kurt Angle, has Austin. But yeah, personal feelings for certain people in the match aside, look at this for a lineup as well. This might be the most star-studded of the bunch, somehow. Oh, Bret going for the quick win here with the German on Austin, the German suplex, but Kurt was there to try and break it up. Lesnar and Triple H find out. Yeah, you two just have a scrap and neither of you try to win, and I'll be happy with the other three fighting out for the win. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone in this match except maybe Kurt, I've not heard anything about, isn't ideal, but not quite the same level. Now, Bret Hart and Austin really, going back to town on their old rivalry. Triple H and Kurt, lots of history there. Kurt Angle and Bret Hart, what a, if you could like time travel and have peak versus peak, Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart would be like right up there, right? For dream matches. Why is there a bottle of Prime in the ring? Why is there another bottle of Prime in the ring? He's got Brock Lesnar in a headlock. Oh, he hits him with a bottle of Prime. You know what? Fair enough then. Oh, and he just threw it at Triple H. It's like, it's your fault these bottles are even here. Oh no, Kurt Angle's got a proper weapon. He's got a kendo stick. Oh, right into the ribs of Austin, but then Brock, double axe handle. Takes down Kurt. As if he's here in his jeans. Go away, Brock. I could have done, you know what? If they hadn't brought him back and hadn't made him no longer persona non grata, I could have done this video without him. Sure, it would have been awkward. It would have been like 2 fatal 5-ways and a fatal 4-way. Or I guess it could have been like 6 matches, 3 of which were triple threats and 3 of which were fatal 4-ways. But no matter what. Oh, springboard moonsault attempt by Angle. But no matter what, we could have done this video without him, and that would have been great. Oh, reverse power slam by Angle, though. Anyway, right, I'm going to try not to moan about Triple H and Brock anymore, and just call the action. You know what? The people who don't share my opinions on this stuff, they've already clicked off the video. You guys that are still here probably don't mind, but still, I'm going to not harp on about it. Oh, discus lariat by Hart takes Triple H down, and Austin with the Fez press to Angle. As Bret Hart... Oh my God. Steve Austin's made of something tougher than kendo sticks, it would seem. Because after Hart took Lesnar down with it, he just threw it and it bounced off Austin's head. Completely no-sold it. Russian leg sweep to Lesnar by Triple H. Uh-oh. Oh, we're going to test that neck. Oh my God. A Hart doing a pile driver to Austin. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. How dare you, Bret Hart. Wow. Triple H breaks up the pin attempt, and Austin is struggling, and who can blame him? Uh-oh. Spine buster by Triple H. Now turns his attention to Austin. Understandably so, with how weakened Austin's neck already was before being dropped on it. Oh, clothesline in the corner. Back elbow. Fires him out the corner, but Lesnar's back in now. German suplex. Bet you never thought we'd see one of them from Brock Lesnar. But Bret Hart, with the technique to lift someone as big as Brock Lesnar with ease with the belly-to-back suplex. But now Austin back into the battle with a gut-wrench suplex. And then throws the kendo stick at Lesnar, follows it up with a bulldog. And now, going for the pin, Triple H. Having none of it, but he was a bit slow getting in, but Lesnar kicked out at 1 anyway. Kick to the midsection. Is he thinking pedigree? He is thinking pedigree. And he hits the pedigree. And he rolls Austin over for the pin, but Kurt Angle's right. No, Kurt Angle's left the ring. Oh, Bret Hart breaks it up. What is Kurt Angle doing? Is Kurt Angle in cahoots with Triple H? What? Kurt, why did you just teleport into the 5th row? Okay, Kurt Angle appears to be out of this match. Okay. And why did this happen exactly? Brock Lesnar is talking trash to Kurt Angle, telling him get back over here and get back into the match, and Kurt's like, I don't know how to, I think I'm just part of the audience now. Meanwhile, Triple H and Bret Hart, those 2 ants on the left side of your screen, are doing battle. Maybe I'll, like, in editing, if I remember, maybe I'll zoom in. Because there's not really any point in, like, you just watching this all zoomed out. If it doesn't ruin the quality too much to zoom it in. Austin with the headlock on Bret Hart now. Triple H and Lesnar going at it. Oh, punch to the face of Hart by Austin. Ah, never change WWE 2K. Except absolutely change everything about your business models. At the very least. Now Triple H going for a pin on Austin. And this camera angle is just fine. Oh no, Brock breaks it up. And now we're back to this nonsense angle. I've just realised if I do the camera switch, every time there's a camera change, I'm going to have to... Oh my God, nightmare. I've just added so much editing for myself. Why do I say things? You know, I did say maybe. Oh my God, did you see that tiny quick cut on the camera there? Oh, Hart was stalking Lesnar, waiting for him to get back to his feet, and then eats a stunner from Austin. Knee lift to Lesnar. Punches Triple H in the face. Double sledge to the back. Pin Bret Hart, Austin. What are you doing? You stunned. Oh my God. Meanwhile, Kurt Angle, I think... I can't even see him. Where is Kurt Angle? I don't know. Oh, there he is. No, he is still there. Okay, I couldn't see him. And you guys probably can't unless I just move the camera to him again. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Bret Hart thinking sharpshooter on Austin. Triple H, back in the ring. Breaks it up, hits Bret Hart in the back. And Brock Lesnar just takes down the... Brock just knees the female ref in the back and takes her completely out. Unnecessarily. The submission had already been broken up. And even if it hadn't... I'm trying not to make personal comments. But you're not making it easy, Lesnar. Now Triple H has cleared the ring and goes for the pin. One. I didn't even see what move this was. Oh, but whatever it was, Austin kicked out. Now Lesnar sends Triple H into the corner. Austin dodges Lesnar's grasp, throwing rights and lefts. Front face lock. Suplex. Oh, drops him forwards. Kurt Angle doesn't want to be the best former 3-time WWE Champion on the game, clearly. Oh, Austin swinging for the fences with that kendo stick. Hart ducked the second attack. And Lesnar's rolled out somewhere. I don't even know where he is. He's probably on the near... Oh, yeah, I see him on the near side, yeah. Hart takes out Triple H. Picks up the kendo stick. Oh, threw it at Austin, but missed, fortunately for Austin. Good grief. Now, kicking him down into the corner here. Triple H going after Hart, though. Oh, stunner to Triple H. And runs straight past Bret Hart to go for the pin. Quite disrespectful, that, Austin. Not going to lie. What did you think? He was just going to let you win? I'll tell you what, though. This might have harmed Triple H's chances, because we saw Kurt Angle being in cahoots with Triple H earlier in this match, and now he's decided he's taking a seat in the crowd. Is he moving further away? Yeah, I think he's 6th row. He's in the 6th row now. What is going on? Bret Hart going for half a camel clutch on Lesnar, but Lesnar easily fights out of it. And who'd have thunk it? A German suplex from Brock Lesnar. Maintains the grip. A second one. And a third one. Oh, but Austin missed Lesnar then. But Lesnar completely ignoring Austin and going for the pin. And now Austin goes after Triple H with the Thez press. Now goes for the pin. I tell you what, the AI in multi-man matches in this game is not the best, as Lesnar just leaves the ring, and Austin nearly won because of it. Thanks for illustrating my point there, Brock. Uh-oh. Scoops up Austin. F5. And then leaves the ring. Meanwhile, Bret going for the sharpshooter on Triple H. Could this be it? Could this be it? Will Triple H tap? He does! And Lesnar's still outside the ring doing note. Kurt Angle's still in the crowd. And Bret Hart is in the final. Let's get on with the final, shall we? This is a long enough video already. Let's go. Alright, and for some reason we're in NXT 2.0. I'm just letting the random arenas do their thing here. For the final. Featuring the man who just qualified by making Triple H submit with a sharpshooter. Bret Hitman Hart. And don't expect me to regale you with what happened to get the other two through, because I've already forgotten, to be perfectly honest. Like, genuinely can't remember the result of either of the other two Fatal 5-Ways, and I am recording this all in one session, like back to back. Hopefully you can remember. Oh, I can't believe I have to do that stupid editing because of stupid teleporting to crowd Kurt Angle. I love having Bret Hart's entrance and then the Art Attack cum shot that is the NXT 2.0 logo splattering across it, and then Mankind. It's so weird. What a bizarre final. Like, genuinely. Like, look, my personal feelings for the man aside, Hulk Hogan makes sense, right? In the final. And, like, not to take anything away from Mankind or Bret Hart, but when you consider the names that have been in this video, it's quite surprising that both of them are in this final. Like, I would have expected, like a Hogan, Cena, Austin situation, or Hogan Roman Austin, or a Hogan Rock Austin. Like those are the sort of like names I was really fully expecting. Maybe Triple H out that third Fatal 5 way. Maybe Brock, to be honest. Like, maybe any of them. That was such a stacked final Fatal 5 way. Anyway, here comes the one I hope loses the final. Yeah, anyway. And we've got an NXT chant with Bret Hart, Mankind, and Hulk Hogan in the ring. Love that. Love that. Hogan off to a fast start in this one, but Bret and Mick doing the right thing, at least early on, and teaming up. I do want to say one last thing before I just call the action, which is I'm so glad that Hogan's very last appearance in WWE was to make the crowd booing meme. Like, that pleases me. Sit down, Hogan. Okay, right, let's try and be a bit impartial. These are just video game characters. Let's not associate them with real people. Oh my god, you see how fast Mankind did that headbutt? Like, jeez, faster than the speed of light. He was standing, then he was lying down, and we saw nothing in between. Wild. Anyway, Mankind now taken down by Bret, has to roll out, and we're left with Bret and Hogan in the ring. And unfortunately, that little bit of faffing you could hear on my mic was me adjusting my position, and it managed to knock the wire loose out the back of my microphone. So I lost the rest of my live commentary. Well, live to tape. So yeah, I'm doing this in post now, and hopefully I can do as good a job. Bret Hart kicks off Mankind in the ring. Hulk Hogan having a strop outside the ring for whatever reason, and now finally gets back in, and Bret Hart swings and misses. Inside cradle by Hulk Hogan. You could say he's got a bit of a small package there. Bret kicks upwards into Mankind. Look at this, triple threat action from these three. Everyone's knocking everyone all over the place. Oh, Mankind dodges the elbow. Very nice. And runs in, but gets hit with a knee to the midsection. But now Bret Hart's back on his feet. Grabs Hogan. Scoops him up. Mankind's got a kendo stick. That's never good for anyone. And Hogan gets dropped across the top rope as Bret Hart gets smacked in the ribs by the kendo stick. But now Bret Hart fighting back into it. Nice single leg drop kick, but then turns around into a Thez press from Hogan. Very high octane, all action triple threat this has been. Just like all the matches on this video, to be honest. And now Hogan, after the elbow drop to the back, going for the pin on Mankind, and only gets a 1 count. Bret Hart was probably close enough to break it up anyway. And sends Hogan into the corner. How dare you try to win my match, says Bret Hart. And now look at this, dragging Hogan over to the corner. We know what's coming here. Figure 4 around the ring post. And Mankind is just gonna show off to the crowd. I wondered if he was going to join in with the attack. But no, Mankind and Bret Hart both having a little bit of fun at Hogan's expense. And now, back to business. Back to business as usual, fighting each other. Oh, double underhook DDT on the outside. He can't pin him out there, but my goodness, Bret is down and out. But that's given Hogan time to recuperate and fight back, running through Mankind with that shoulder tackle. And now Hogan going to look under the ring for something, but Bret Hart back to his feet, goes after Hogan, who fights him off. And now scoops up Bret Hart. Oh, and throws him face first into the apron, where that metal supporting beam is. No give there at all. Brutal shot to take to the head. No. Mankind, no. Bret reverses. A weirdly delayed slide into the ring there. Perfectly fluid. Oh, and Mankind, another Socko. Another Socko. And he's got the mandible claw on Bret Hart. Is Hogan going to be able to break it in time? He does, despite taking quite the detour to get there. I thought he was going to break it up with the kendo stick, but no. Belly to back suplex on Mankind. And now Hogan, the scumbag, is going to steal it. 1, 2, kick out. Okay, Bret kicks out. Sorry. I'm being impartial. Oh, Hogan going for another pin. And look at this, cheating. Ref, he's cheating. 1. Oh, Bret Hart kicks out at 1 this time. And immediately, leg to it, double leg. Going for the sharpshooter. He's got it locked in. I think Mankind was just getting back into the ring, though, and he was. He breaks up the submission. And now, uh-oh, is he thinking... I think he was going to go for another double arm DDT, but Bret Hart fights out of it, and then turns his attention to pinning Hulk Hogan, despite the fact Mankind was just standing in front of him. Mankind didn't even try and break that pin. Bizarre. Maybe it's like, okay, you know what? At least if Bret wins, Hogan doesn't. Kitchen sink to Hart, though. And a clothesline to Hogan. Mankind in control. Leg drop to Hogan. Foley Mania. Running wild. As Mankind gets up onto the middle turnbuckle in the corner. Hogan stumbling to his feet. Oh, and he just jumped off and punched him right in the face. Is that enough? Has he just knocked him out? 2. Ooh, Hogan kicks out, and Bret Hart, look at him on the outside, didn't seem too bothered about Mankind winning the match. Maybe they've reached an agreement, they will fight for it, but if one of them's about to win, the other one's not going to stop them, it seems. Because they'd rather the other one win than Hogan. And you know what, lads? Fair enough. Now, Bret Hart on the apron. Oh, slingshots himself into a crossbody block on Mankind there. Very nicely done, but Mankind straight out the ring and straight back to his feet. And going after Hogan, who was sort of recuperating out there. And Mankind said, absolutely not. Oh, he blocks the kendo stick attack from Bret Hart. And now, snap suplex to the Hitman on the outside. But Hogan back on his feet now. And he started playing to the crowd, and Mankind punched him right in the mush. And an atomic drop to follow. Bret Hart takes Mankind down with the clothesline, though. And then gets taken down with a big boot from Hogan. Hogan telling Mankind to get up, and Mankind does, and proceeds to punch him. Knocks him back into the turnbuckle, says, no, no, don't challenge me, good sir. And then a backbreaker to follow up. What a triple threat this has been. And now Mankind back into the ring, the only place where the match can be won and lost. But Bret Hart going for a pile driver. Oh, Hogan gets out of it. That would have been all she wrote for Hogan. Pile driver on the outside. So Hogan got out of it. And now hits Bret with a kendo stick for even trying. But Mankind says, no sir, headbutt to the back of the head. Uh-oh. What is Mankind doing now? He's going up to the top rope. Both his opponents are on the outside. Who's he aiming for? He hits Hogan with the double axe handle. But Bret Hart then takes advantage and flings Mankind across the ringside area. And now, they're going to meet in the middle. No, Bret Hart climbs back into the ring, dodges the attack from Mankind. Mankind follows him in. Kick to the midsection. Double underhook DDT. Hogan's on the outside. Wait, no, Hogan's coming in. Here he is. Mankind produces yet another Mr. Socko. And he's locked in the mandible claw. And Bret Hart, is Hogan going to get there? He does, unfortunately. I mean, he does. Objectively and with no thoughts and feelings on the matter. Hogan trying to steal the pin from Mankind. Trying to go for the pin there after the mandible claw. Oh, Foley, another Mr. Socko. How many is that? 3, 4? 5 or 6 in the video? He's going to make Hogan tap. Is he going to make Hogan tap with the mandible claw? No, he doesn't. Hogan escapes as Bret Hart. Mankind saw Bret Hart come in, and then Bret Hart hit the crossbody. Bret Hart's going to steal the win. 1, 2. Oh, Hogan kicks out at 2. But now, Hart stalking Hogan as he gets up to his feet. Going for the double leg. Hogan reverses into the gut wrench. Mankind has the kendo stick. No. Hogan beats him to the punch, quite literally. Big overhand left there to Foley. Now, what's Hogan got in mind for Mankind here? Dunno, because Bret Hart interrupted. And he's going for a double underhook. Maybe the DDT? No, goes for a butterfly suplex to Hogan. And Mankind goes to the arm of Bret Hart. Can't lock in the sharpshooter as well if you've got a bad arm. You can't grip the same. And a knee drop to Hogan's face. And Mankind thinks he's just squished Hogan's head. Absolutely knocked him out with the knee. Has he? 2? 3! He does! Mankind picks up the win! Hell yeah! I mean, that happened, and I have no feelings on the matter. Congratulations to Mankind, the best 3-time or more WWE Champion on WWE 2K25. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new here. Let me know in the comments what other things like this you'd like me to do, like who's the best kind of videos. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been PokÉBEZA, you've been amazing, and have a nice day.